Hey everyone, welcome to day 16 of my 30-day restorative yoga challenge. I was a little busy this weekend, so I didn't have time to edit and voice over my recordings, but here they are. In this pose, I'm going to be doing a reclined hero's pose, which I'm going to be doing on the floor on my mat. This is a little bit of a trickier pose to do and a harder pose to feel comfortable in for most people, most bodies. It's going to help to open the chest and reduce fatigue in the legs, as well as release the quads. But you're going to want to experiment with a lot of props to find a comfortable place for you. And even so, we're not going to hold this pose for too long, probably less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to use a bolster, which is going to be what I'm reclining onto my back body. I want it to be long enough that it could support most of my back body as well as the top of my head. So I'm feeling like the bolster is a little bit small for that purpose for me. I'm also going to have 2 blankets nearby. In order to stack height with the bolster, I can use these blankets or I can use a pillow. So I opt to use my body pillow for this pose just so that I can also add length to the bolster. You could stack 2 pillows next to each other so that they're long, and then just keep stacking until the height is good for you. So I also am going to add a blanket, which is going to go under my head. Then you're going to come to kneel in front of the props. Your seat will be resting on the prop, as should your head definitely be resting on something. You don't want your head to be hanging off. So try to find an arrangement where your neck can really be supported. Stack whatever props you need, add them to the length. Use 2 bolsters, 2 pillows, and then just pile it up until it's a comfortable enough height that you can eliminate any pain in the back and the knees. If your ankles are feeling tight or stiff here, you can place a rolled blanket or some kind of rolled cloth face towel underneath them just to give a bit more cushioning. And then you can also cover up with a blanket. This is a really vulnerable pose. Our chest is really open here. Our front body is very exposed. And just because of the stretching qualities of the pose, it can feel like pretty anxiety inducing in the body, even just to hold the pose. So for me, I found that when I put the blanket on, I was able to rest much more comfortably, feeling protected. I'm also going to use 2 blocks, which I'm going to have on the medium height beside me. And my reason for grabbing these was while I was in the pose, I felt like, my arms could rest, but they weren't the most comfortable they could be. And there was a little bit of work being done in my arms because the floor was a bit far from them and I'm quite a short person. So I felt like my arms were sort of feeling tense because they couldn't quite comfortably know that the floor was there to rest on. So adding the blocks just helps to eliminate that and make it so that I can truly rest my shoulders and my arms and elbows and everything like that. Place an eye pillow on for some extra darkness and introspection. And we'll just be resting. Of course, you can definitely come out of the pose at any time if the amount of time that I'm going to hold it for is not comfortable for you. Just do what feels good for your body, but know that this pose will be challenging, and the invitation here is to, breathe through it, calm the body, try to feel into the stretch a little bit, and then listen to the body when you've had enough. All right, if you're still with me in the pose, we're going to prepare to come out of it now, bringing our arms overhead, giving our front body a total stretch, stretching our arms. If you have a prop behind you, maybe resting there with your arms overhead, just feeling the front body really, really open. Back really open. And when you're ready, you can remove the eye mask or the eye pillow. Maybe give your face a little massage. And you're going to want to press your palms into the floor by your feet and gently rise up, bringing your bent legs back in front of you to straight legs, moving slowly and giving them a little bit of a shake, just bringing them back to life.